sort of spiraled out of control, and I ended up on a mountain road one night. I was staying with friends, and no street lights, no other homes around but theirs, and I laid across the hood of my truck, and I said, God, if you're real, if this stuff about Jesus is real, you know, what about this? And I fired a question off and got no answer. I fired another question off, just silence, and I began to cry, and I started to yell at God. You know, I yelled 2 or 3 more questions, got no answer. And went to, you know, I wiped the tears off my face, went to sleep, and the next morning when I woke up, something amazing happened to me. God spoke to me, and I knew it was God. He said, I want you to go to, the lady's name was Ramona, I want you to go to Ramona's house. So I went over there, they're packing up, getting ready to go somewhere. I said, where are you going? I said, we're going to a street mission in the next town over. God speaks to me a second time, and I know intuitively it's God. He said, I want you to go with him. And instead of obeying, I argued inside, just internally. I said, I don't think so. I said, God, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If they invite me, I'll go. Immediately, Ramona wheels around, points to me, says, babe, will you go with us? I said, okay. And so I'm sitting on the front row. I still remember I had a pair of skin-tight, bright orange pants with big yellow stripes down the side and a little sweatshirt and my arms across.
Yeah.
With a bless me if you can attitude. And they're going to have testimonies. I have no idea what this is. And it's filled with derelicts and street people, drug addicts. I'm right at home. And this little lady gets up behind this giant wooden lectern, and instead of sharing a testimony, she begins to quote word for word the first question I'd asked God the night before on the hood of my truck, and then shared the answer from the Bible. And my eyes started leaking. And then another guy got up to give a testimony, but he quoted the next question, almost verbatim, that I asked God the night before, shared the answer from the Bible. Several people got up, even the questions I shouted at God, they shared the answers. I mean, quoted the question, shared the answer. By this time, I'm undone. I'm sitting on the front row sobbing like a baby. You know, it hit me like a ton of bricks that it was true. I'd been set up, you know. And that night in that little mission, I accepted Christ. People laid hands on me and prayed for me. I was set free from drug addiction that night. And it's been a journey of about 40 years since that happened.
Why do you think God pursued you like that?
I think my heart was honest, even though I was involved in a lot of things. And honestly, anybody that's watching right now, I think anyone that earnestly wants to know God, that wants to know the truth, I think God will move heaven and earth to get the truth to them, be they in a village in the middle of the Brazilian rainforest or in one of the world's metropolitan cities. I think God, he looks for people with honest hearts. And I think it's because I was serious about wanting to know why I was here and if he was real.